Товарищ командир, подводная лодка к бою готова.
Есть, старший помощник. Залп разрешаю. Залп.
In the cold waters of the Sea of Okhotsk, two Russian nuclear-powered submarines, Krasnoyarsk and Omsk, carried out a live-fire drill. From beneath the surface, they launched Onyx and Granite cruise missiles at a designated naval target more than 250 kilometers away. According to official monitoring, all missiles struck their targets with full accuracy. This exercise was not just about firing weapons, it was a demonstration of crew readiness, system reliability, and coordination with supporting units. At the same time, it sent a clear message to outside observers, especially NATO, that Russia's undersea strike capability remains fully intact. The operation was part of a joint command exercise in Russia's far northeast. Its primary goal was to secure maritime communication routes in the North Pacific, safeguard the coasts of Kamchatka and Chukotka, and reinforce the defense of strategic island zones. NATO often criticizes Russia for staging such drills, portraying them as provocative. Yet NATO navies regularly hold similar exercises in waters much closer to Russia's borders. The difference is in the narrative. When NATO conducts drills, they are labeled as collective defense. When Russia does the same in its own territorial waters, they are called threats. This double standard is difficult to ignore. The submarine Omsk from the Oscar II class carries the P-700 Granite missile with a range of about 500 to 600 kilometers. Designed during the Cold War, the Granite was built to counter NATO carrier groups. Even today, its supersonic speed and heavy payload make it a serious challenge to surface fleets. Some in NATO may dismiss the Granite as outdated. But the results of this exercise proved otherwise. The missile still delivers accurate strikes. It is a reminder that not all legacy systems are obsolete, and that Russia continues to maintain older weapons that remain effective. In contrast, the Krasnoyarsk from the new Yasenem class represents Russia's modern submarine fleet. It can launch the Caliber cruise missile with a range of over 2,500 kilometers, capable of striking both naval and land targets. Even more concerning for NATO is its ability to fire the Zircon hypersonic missile with speeds of Mach 8 to 9 and a range of about 1,000 kilometers. These weapons are extremely difficult to intercept. When NATO develops similar systems, they are described as advancements in defense. But when Russia introduces them, the label is bio, aggression. The contradiction is obvious. This drill shows that Russian submarines can project power far beyond their home waters. For NATO, the message is clear. Maritime supremacy cannot be taken for granted. Yes, NATO operates a wide anti-submarine network, modern frigates, P-8 Poseidon patrol aircraft, and undersea sensor grids across the Atlantic. Yet, no system is foolproof. A single nuclear-powered submarine slipping through surveillance could threaten entire fleets or even coastal infrastructure. This is the irony NATO rarely admits. The alliance boasts of technological superiority, but under the ocean surface, Russia's silent submarines can still alter the balance. Of course, the capability is not limitless. Submarines must move closer to their area of operations to use their weapons effectively. The closer they approach NATO waters, the higher the risk of detection. Still, this creates a burden for NATO. While Russia only needs to deploy a handful of submarines, NATO must constantly commit vast resources to track them. This asymmetry is exactly why Russia continues to invest in undersea deterrence. For relatively lower cost than building dozens of surface ships, a few submarines force NATO to stay on alert across thousands of miles of ocean. The Sea of Okhotsk drill achieved two objectives at once. On the technical side, Russia tested crews and weapon systems under realistic conditions. On the political side, it reminded NATO that the world's oceans are not exclusively theirs to dominate. The harshest criticism lies in the narrative itself. NATO tends to frame Russian exercises as threats, while downplaying its own maneuvers in sensitive areas. This inconsistency highlights how military power is judged not only by capability, but also by perception. For Russia, the message is simple. Its submarines remain ready, its missiles remain effective, and its deterrent strategy still works. For NATO, the exercise is a reminder that maritime security is never absolute, and that undersea power can shift the balance when least expected. This content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It is intended to provide insights based on verified data, credible sources, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or endorse any form of conflict, propaganda, or political agenda. We strictly oppose the spread of misinformation and hoaxes. Every piece of information presented has been carefully sourced from reliable, publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach the topic with critical thinking and respect for all sides involved, maintaining a focus on knowledge sharing and open discussion.